Hello, here we go. I call this one Time to Shake from the Break. Back from vacation. I've got my band. I'm using the extra heavy. My red ones are a little stretched out. Use whichever one feels good to you. I've got my 8 pounds and we have the ring. Okay. Put the band around your thighs. We're gonna lay down on our backs. Take a second to just feel your entire spine along the floor. I have my feet hip width apart. Can feel my hip bones, they're grounding. My tailbone feels heavy. Take a deep breath, and we're just going to warm up the spine by pressing the arms down into the floor and start to lift up one vertebra at a time. Front of the ribs close, pull the belly button in, squeeze the buns, pull the heels toward the body. And then we're rolling down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, exhale as you come up. Inhale at the top, and exhale to roll back down. I'm a little congested, maybe have some allergies going on, hoping it's not a cold, but it's definitely not COVID, and that's all I care about. We've all been tested. We're all negative, hallelujah. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll through the spine. Really get a massage. It should feel like a lot of core work and then really nice on the back. And I'm starting to feel the back of my legs warming up, feeling the booty, feel like I'm lengthening, like my hips are pulling down away from my lower back and my knees are shooting forward. We'll do 5 more. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. When we come to the top, we're going to hold this last one up, squeeze that booty, and little pulses up. 2, 3, 4. I keep pushing into the floor to open through the chest. Make sure the chin is off the chest too, so the back of the neck is staying long. Hold it up, hips stay still, and push out on the band. 2, 3. Keep pulling the ribs in towards each other. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. Now if my hips are squared off, I'm just going to lean and dip slightly to the left, back to center. Slightly to the right, back to center. So as I dip down to the left, I'm pushing through that opposite side more to push back up. Dip and I push through that left glute to come back. Push through the right glute to come back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, doing good, 2, I lied because I think we started on that side, last one, and come down one vertebra at a time. Articulate, articulate, lengthen, awesome. Hug the knees in, draw little circles with the knees. Lovely. Other direction. And then grab your 8 pounds. My feet are back on the floor. My elbows are in towards my waist. And we're going to, on the exhale, reach the arms straight up. Now hug the elbows in towards the body. Bend the weights down towards the ears. Straighten and bend back down. So we lift straight up. We bend, lengthen, and bend down to the ground. Hug those elbows in. They kind of want to roll out to the side. That's the challenge. My core is staying tight and engaged to support me. So I'm using my abs to keep my sacrum flat on the floor as I'm moving the arms. And my neck stays nice and relaxed. That's kind of the nice part about doing upper body work when we're lying down. Our neck and shoulders tend to be able to relax a little bit more. Knees get heavy quick. Last 5. 4. 3. Last one. Beautiful. We'll pull those down to the side because we'll be using them again. And then we'll do some ab work. Have your ring nearby because we'll eventually want it behind our head to support the neck. Again, feel where your hip bones are grounded on the floor. Feel your tailbone grounded. And then pulling in with your lower abdominals, my right side stays totally still. I'm just going to push out with the left leg and then back to center. Push out with the left leg, back to center. I feel this, if my lower abdominals was like a triangle, I feel it like right above my navel all the way down to my pubic bone. That's where I'm feeling this work to do that. And this is just a little warm up for what we're going to be doing. And it's kind of good to keep your hands on the hips so you can really feel if your hip bones, if you're rocking back and forth at all. One more on this left side. And now we're going to go to the right. And one side might feel a lot more stable or easier to do than the other. I exhale as I push out on the band. That's where the effort lies. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now we progress. So everything is lengthened. I'm not tucking the tailbone. I'm bringing the legs up to tabletop. Legs are hip width apart. And keeping that same engagement, I push out with the left leg, back to center. Out with the right, back to center. Left, right. A lot more engagement needed, but you can still feel how that warm-up engaged what we want to be feeling as we progress and make the load more and more challenging. 5, 4, 3, 2, I lied, 2 more because we start on the left. Last one. Good, now we're going to grab our ring and we're placing it behind the base of our neck to support the head and the shoulders. Shoulder blades pull down. We'll feel the back of the arms probably in a little bit too. Nice and scooped. Nice space between the chin and the chest. Everything pulling down and in. So we're going to go left leg out. Push out against the band. Center. Pull back in. Right leg out. Out against the band. Back to center and in. The band just adds a really nice load for our lower abdominals. That's all it's doing. And I'm starting to get a little shaky. That's a good thing. Left. And right. Two more sets. slow and steady. Make sure you're not rushing. One more set, one to each side. Left and right. Good. Now we do both legs together. They extend out. Out against the band together. Pull in. Pull in. Eight. 7. 6. Only bring the legs as low as you can keep that sacrum flat on the floor. 5. If it's starting to go into your lower back, just raise the legs a little bit higher. Listen to your body, where it's at today. 1 more. Now we're going to reach the legs out and 10 little pulses out against the bend. 10, 9, 8, 7. We get a little rest after this. 6. Keep scooping. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower down. Whee! That's good. Good stuff. So now my feet are hip width apart. I'm keeping the ring behind my neck, and on the exhale, I'm lifting just the right leg to tabletop, pulling in towards me as I scoop up towards the knee. So I'm thinking of curving up towards that knee. We're trying to not move the hips too much. Again, that hip stability. Back of the arms, starting to feel it. That's good. One more set. Right and left. Beautiful. And then we'll take the ring out from behind the head, open the arms to a T, and just windshield wipe the knees side to side. That feels nice. And then I'm going to grab my 8s again. I'm going to open my legs wide, nice and wide, and I'm turned out here. And then my arms are kind of in scarecrow arms. So my elbows are straight out to the side, upper arm is down. We're going to exhale, lift the hips straight up, push up with the arms so the weights come closer together, bend the elbows to bring the upper arms down, and then come down to the floor, leading with the tailbone kind of. So we lift, exhale, push up with the arms, down with the arms, tailbone down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring the arms down but keep the hips up. Little pulses up with the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Pulse out on the band. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then lower everything down. Excellent. Put one of the 8s down. We're going to keep one between our hands. We're going to come back to parallel. We're going to lift the hips up Maintain that neutral spine, squeezing the bum, pull the hips towards you. Elbows are soft. Inhale the arms all the way back behind you, almost to the floor, but not quite. Exhale back over the chest. So I'm feeling the glutes and the hamstrings to keep my hips still. And then it's a lot of core work as we reach the weight and the arms back to not let our ribs flare open and to not drop the hips. 8, 7, 6, and then feel those lats too to pull the weight back. 4, 3, check in. Are you crushing your chin to the chest? Make sure the back of the neck is long. Last one. And then we'll come down. Really nice. Putting that 8-pound down, we're gonna turn to our side. My shoulder, top shoulder, and my hips are in a straight line. And then I'm gonna bring my knees forward so my knees and ankles are in a straight line. So making a 90-degree angle. On the exhale, we're doing a shelf up and down. So all of this that we've been working is still engaged. I'm thinking of pulling up through that bottom oblique, top shoulders relaxed. It's totally fine too if you want to support your head with the ball or whatever feels comfortable here. So now we're going to hold it up. I'm going to flex through my foot, keep the knee bent. I'm just moving, like hinging from the hip, like I'm going to hit something behind me. So I'm really feeling it in the glute max and the hamstring to kick back and just swing it forward. Squeeze, kick back, swing it forward with control. As I bring it forward, I also definitely feel my glute to control it and to hold that shape. 5, 4, 3. This is a nice kind of stretch in the front as the leg goes back. 2. Now I'm going to keep it back. Little pulses straight back, like I'm trying to kick something with my heel at kind of across and behind. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I keep that engagement, little lifts up from here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel it all back there. Now I'm going to swing it back to my tabletop position. I'm holding that shelf, and then I'm going to kick it straight towards you and bend. And I don't care if you flex or point. I'm going to point. Just notice if your knee wants to dip and try to not let it dip. 5. My foot looks so big as it comes towards you. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to keep it forward. Ooh, this one really burns. Little pulses up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't let that hip roll forward. Keep it stacked. 9 and 10. We take a stretch. Take a twist in the opposite direction for a moment. Beautiful. And then we're going to come up onto the forearm for a little extra pizzazz. And we're going to keep the bottom knee down, but lift the feet. Clam, kick, back to clam, and close. Five, check in with the neck and the shoulders. Make sure this is all pulling up and in. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Give a bang. We're almost done on this side. So I'm going to keep my shoulder and my elbow in alignment. That knee stays as is, but now this, I'm going to kick on the stroller with her babies in it. I'm moving that. We're going to keep the top leg long. So come up, find your position. All of that's nicely engaged. This arm is going to start over my, like next to my ear. On the exhale, I'm going to kick this leg up as I reach towards it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep that oblique lifting up. 3, 2, last one on the side. Beautiful. We'll lower down and we'll go to the other side. Grab some water if you want. I'm going to have a little sip. Okay, so we started low. Got that nice straight line. Again, think of what we tend to do is that hip kind of collapses towards the waist. So make sure you've got nice length there. And we're just first doing our shelf up and down. It feels so nice to be home and in our own bed. Anya slept like such crap for the whole trip. She's now finally over her jet lag. And like last night, she slept through the whole night for like 11 hours. It was like, hallelujah. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're keeping that shelf. Flex through the foot, hinging. Reach it back and forward. Make sure as you're reaching back, you're not arching into your lower back. So again, my abdominals are supporting my torso and my hips to kind of stay in that position. It's my glute and my hamstring that moves the leg, pushes it back. Last one. Now we're holding it back, and then little reaches back through that heel like you're trying to tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the reach, and then little reaches up. 2, 3, 4. This one really burns for me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we bring it forward. Check that alignment. I'm going to point my foot to kick straight ahead and bend. Kick straight ahead and bend. Seven, 8, 9. This is our last one. Now hold that leg forward. It's straight perpendicular. Pulse up. 2. This one that really burns. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We take that stretch. Just do a little twist, which kind of feels really nice on that hip. Deep breath. And we come in for more. Coming up. Again, I'm thinking shoulder, elbow in alignment. If it's hurting on the forearm, it can feel nice to kind of go slightly out to the side. What I really care about is that line. Make sure you're not sinking here. We're pushing up. Squeeze into the lat, squeeze into that waist. Knees are down, but the hands are together, or the feet are together. Clam, kick, clam, and close. Five, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, we keep this alignment, but we're gonna straighten out that top leg, kind of get into position. If you need to readjust, I had to bring my leg back slightly. This arm is reaching over the ear. Exhale, reach arm to leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. Second side's always harder because that lower glute is fatigued. Last one. Yeah, bring it down. Good job. All right, we're going to take the band off. Goodbye, band. Grab 1 8-pound. Going to sit up tall. My feet are hip width apart. Hands around the 1 8. And I'm going to reach the arms away from me as I lower down slightly. Exhale to pull up and in. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale to pull it up. Shoulders down away from the ears. 2 more. Excellent. Now, as I was going down that time, I was slightly like rounding. Now I'm going to keep a flat back. Flat back. Arms out. Arms up. Out. In. Out. Ooh, shaky, shaky as they go up. So listen to your body and your back. It shouldn't be in the lower back. So if it's too much, don't come quite so far back. I'm not leaning back too far, but I am thinking, I'm imagining a string pulling me up to the crown of my head as I lean back. Now keep those ribs closed. Where I really feel the shake is when the weight goes above. 5, 4. If the 8's too much, it's totally fine to go to 5s. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Now we're going to be right on the sits bones. Elbows are kind of in, we're holding the weight, and we're going to do Russian twists. So find your boat pose, semi-tweezer. Exhale, twist to the left, tweezer, teaser. Inhale, center, right, and left, and right, and left. Inhale, dip, exhale, center. Keep lifting up out of the waist. You don't want to be dumping into the lower back. That's the challenge. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take a stretch. Good job. Soles of the feet together. Let the knees kind of fold down and folding forward. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Let's do a couple roll downs, legs squeeze together, arms shoulder width apart, shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, exhale with articulation, 1 vertebra at a time. Keep the ribs closed as the arms reach back. Inhale over the chest, exhale, follow the arms and reach for the toes. Shoulder blades pulled down so I have nice space between my shoulders and my ears. as you're lifting up, imagine me pulling on your waist, so you're coming up over a big ball, or like I'm pulling you back as you fight against my pull to reach for the toes. And we'll do one more. And then flex your feet and just take a stretch forward. Deep breaths. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna kneel. You can feel free to do these standing. I'm just gonna kneel so that you can see me better. So hopefully you can see me. I'll come back. So I'll come down to my heels so you can see. So left arm is out, right arm is here. On the exhale, up with that right arm. Inhale, bring it back to that 90-degree angle. Exhale, up. Inhale, bend it. So my wrist and my elbow are in alignment. On my knees, I can feel how much my core has to engage. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Switching to the other side, I'll come down so you see. Right arm out, left arm. I got wrist and elbow in alignment. Exhale, up. Inhale, bend. And I feel how much my center has to work so that I'm not getting twisted or pulled to that weighted side. Squeezing the bum, tailbone kind of reaching down towards the floor as the crown of my head is lengthening up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Kneeling, hip width apart, hands on the 8-pound. I'm gonna press my pelvis forward, zip it up. Inhale, exhale, plank back, arms out with the weight. Inhale, back up. You can hear my breathing. I have to really breathe to support through my core because eights get heavy. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Then we're going to take both eights. Hands are going to be under the shoulders. We're going to do rows, but from a plank position, alternating. So for these, I'm going to have my legs wide apart, a little more than hip width. So again, tap that tailbone under, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, up with the left. Find center. Up with the right. You're trying to not lean too much. I can't quite do it without leaning a little bit, but try to not open up too much to the opposite side. This is our 6th set. We're going to 8. 7. Last set. Beautiful. Take a rest. Take a child's pose. Feels kind of nice to keep the hands on the weights and to sink the chest towards the floor. Gives my shoulders and lats a nice stretch. Deep breaths. Let's take a sip of water. And then we're gonna do another plank series. All right. I'm gonna get the 8 pounds out of the way for now. We'll come back to them. Okay. So some familiar moves, just maybe a new combination. Hands are gonna be underneath the chest. Spread those fingers wide. It helps take the weight off of just the wrist and the base of the hand. Legs are gonna be together. Again, we don't want that. Tuck that tailbone under, scoop up, close the ribs. We're gonna lean back, come forward to the plank. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. Center, and lean it back. Forward, twist. And stretch it back. And twist. And back. So as I'm pushing back, I'm thinking of pushing the floor away. Twist. Twist. We'll do 4 more. 3. If it's going into your lower back, take a break and come back into it. 2. Last one. Twist. Twist. Come forward and then bring the feet flat for a downward dog. Let's walk it out. Stretch to the back of those legs. Push the floor away through the fingertips. Shoulder blades kind of pulling down the back. Come back to center. Now I'm going to hook that right foot behind the left. I'm keeping my torso center, and I'm going to squeeze into that right glute to exhale. Reach that leg up as high as I can. Inhale, bring it back down behind the left leg. Think of hugging the biceps towards the ears. Keep pulling the belly button up towards the spine. For 5, 4, lengthening. So crown of the head reaching for the floor, tailbone reaching towards the ceiling. Last one. Come back to center. Feel how much longer that right leg feels compared to the left. And now we hook that left leg behind. And here we go. Pull up and in. Reach. 5, 6, 7. I know our arms are tired. 8, 9. Last one, get that length. Reach, good. Back to downward dog and come down for a child's pose. Good job. Gets that blood flowing. Now I'm a tomato. We're gonna grab the 8s again, and we're gonna do some controlled squats with the weights. So you're gonna lose the top part of my torso, but I know you know what it looks like. So we're gonna be hip width apart, weights by the side, and we're gonna inhale, come down, weights go just right by the side of the ankle, push up, push the pelvis forward. Side view, we're going down, good, and push up and forward. So abs are pulled in to protect the back. Make sure you're not arching or rounding. I'm keeping just a long spine. Two more. Excellent. Now I'm bringing my legs a little closer together, like that. Weights are going to be forward. I'm keeping a flat back, straight legs as I come down. And exhale, push forward. Side view. So it's hamstrings and glutes. Make sure you haven't locked the knees, but my legs are not deeply bent. Abs pulling nice and tight. I'm not going all the way to the floor. I can't keep a flat neutral spine and go to the floor, but I'm getting pretty low. I bet you will feel these tomorrow in our hamstrings. 5, 4. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Hug it in. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to place one of the 8s down. We're doing our wide leg squat, hugging 1 8-pound. So I'm turned out wide. I'm going down, trying to get the elbows towards the knees, and then I'm pushing up, and then I'm pushing up with the weight over my head. Bend the elbows, come down. Nice deep squat, push it up, push the weight over the head. 4 more. 7. 8. 9. As I come down, it feels nice on the hip flexors to really open through the hip. Last one for 10. Now I'm going to come up just halfway. It's going to burn. A little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! Good job. Get a sip of water. Grab the ring. We're gonna be sitting up tall. Bring the left foot into one padded part of the ring, holding the leg with the other padded part. Shoulders are down. Big inhale, exhale, rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. Use those abdominals with control. Give yourself a nice deep stretch. Big inhale, exhale with control. We come up, climb that tree. Bend and lengthen the leg. And we come down. Reach. Inhale, exhale to come up. Bend. Extend. Lower down. 1 more like that. And we're going to lower down And now let's bring the leg out to the side, keeping that right hip grounded. And then bring it back to center, and we'll bring it across the body. Back to center, and we'll come up one more time, and then we'll switch sides. So now the right foot's coming in. Extend, roll those shoulders back, lengthen through the spine, and we roll down one vertebra at a time. Pull that leg towards the body. Deep inhale, exhale to come up. Inhale, bend the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, lengthen, lift up out of the waist as you lengthen, and then lower down. One more time. Got a little itch. And then we'll bring the leg out to the side. I have Anya's closet, so I'm going to just bend the knee a little bit. Feel that right inner thigh. Keep that left hip grounded on the floor. Bring it back to center. And then we'll bring the leg across the body. Back to center, and we're going to come up. And I have one more cool thing to do to you before we get one more stretch and we're done. Okay, so we didn't do too much inner thigh work today, so we're going to bring the ring in between our ankles, and we're going to do hundreds pumping the ring. Now we've already worked our lower abdominals a lot, and this tends to kind of go into the lower back, so if you need to keep the legs high, that's totally fine. So rings going between the ankles. We're going to come down. If your neck gets tired, feel free to keep the head down too. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reach. Arms stay just reaching, lengthening. Inhale, pulse that ring. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 3. 4. Scoop. 5. Lengthen. 6. 7. Ooh, shaky, shaky. 8. Almost there. 9. Inhale. Ah, we did it. Yay. Sit up tall, open the legs, reach the arms, get tall through the spine, reach through those fingertips, and I'm going to reach the opposite side as I go over. Oh, it feels so nice. One more deep breath. Open through this whole side body. And reach up tall. Feel like you're getting pulled apart by the arms. And opposite way. And then we're going to walk it out forward. I'm going to bring my left leg forward. My right leg comes across. I'm going to hug that right leg in with my left arm and twist looking over the right. Hug it in, hug that leg in. Feel a nice stretch through the hip. Beautiful stretch to the spine. Nice long neck. Keep that right shoulder away from the ear. And we'll switch sides. Don't force anything, just hug it in, lift it up, see where you are today. We'll end with a double pigeon. If this isn't happening, if you're too tight, the goal is to get, like, my right leg is down, my left ankle's on top of the right knee, my left knee on top of the right ankle. If that's just not happening, you can cross like this. You'll still feel the stretch there too. But see if you can. The knee might be up slightly, but try to get it down. Big inhale, exhale, folding forward. Restack the spine, nice and slow, and we'll switch sides. Get yourself situated, get your hip bones and sits bones even on the floor. Big inhale, exhale, reach it forward. If you have time, get on your roller because that will feel nice to open up the chest. And I look forward to seeing you Friday. Great job.